morning. This is May Dolgalau here with CanadaBlog.com, and I'm happy to say good morning, good morning. My name is May, M-E-Y, D-U-L-D-U-L-A-O. I'm going to put it on the screen for you, and I wanted to introduce you to something really exciting. Before I did that, I wanted to give you my little story and tell you a little about who I am. So I'm going to put my blog up on the screen so you can see that. So go ahead and let's see. Oh, it doesn't show up. Okay. Okay. Okay, for some reason it's not showing up. Anyway, my name is May, M-E-Y. My blog is CanadaBlog.com, CandoitBlog.com. And here's the deal. I'm a mother. I have a son. He's actually 2 years old now. I started this business when I was pregnant. And I wanted to make money from home. I wanted to find a way to leverage my time. Because actually I wanted more time with my son. I wanted more time with my family. I wanted more time to make a family. I just wanted to have more time to do what I love to do, which is not work, actually. And parts of it, it depends what my work would be. And when I heard about internet marketing, I was like, you know what? Blogging, doing webinars, and doing research and actually contributing to the world on the internet, that's something I'd like to do. And I love talking to people. So I was like, okay, this might be the career for me. I want to make it work because I want it to work without me having to be there. So I wanted to be able to broadcast a message or write a blog post, give people value that will keep giving them value for years to come. And then I don't have to actually be there, and people could still find enough value that they'll buy things from me or purchase things or buy things from other people that I recommend, and I still make money. And I wanted that to run at night, and when I was sleeping, when I was at the beach, when I was like with my son, I wanted it to go 24/7. So that's why I started this business. And really, it was just so that I could spend time with my family. I know what it's like to work all the time and not have time to spend with people you love, and that's not the life I wanted. I don't want to be like that. I want to have a life. I want to be with my family. I want to enjoy my life. I want to work out. I want to be healthy. So that's what was going on in my head. I started this business, and that was in April of 2013. 4 months pregnant, right? I get involved. My husband was like, "You are being scammed. You joined this business. What is it?" And he was so angry with me. He was like, "This thing is not real." Blah blah blah. I was like, "Oh my god," And finally, I went to a live event, and then he finally believed that it was real. Because there were like 4,000 people at that event. It was a huge event, and they were real people, making real money online. And 4,000 of them. I told him most of the people there made money. I hadn't at the time. I just joined, but they had, and he was like, "Oh wow." So we worked it, and then it took us about 3 months. I started making sales. Just follow the process. There's this process when you get started to follow, and it just tells you what to do and how to do it. And I just was like, okay, I'm going to do it. So I just did what they said. And one of the things was blog daily, market daily, read daily, listen to audios daily, go to all events, get all in, and things like that. And I just did it. I just followed the instructions, and I found what I needed in those instructions. So then I started making sales. We had our first day where we made over $4,000. I remember that day I was in a hospital, and I was like, wow, for me that's a lot of money because I don't even make $4,000 a month in my job, right? And for me to make that much in a day was like, holy cow, it blew my mind, right? So my results are not typical. See phone disclaimer at work with May, MEY.com/income. But I was like, holy moly, this thing works, right? And then the following month, made another day where I made over $4,000. And that was a week before I gave birth to Jordan. A week before I went in the hospital, went into labor and gave birth. So by the time I gave birth, I'd already made about $10,000, which had been my goal. And I was like, my life changed forever. I was like, okay, this stuff is real. You can use the internet. You can do legitimate business on the internet. And there is a way to market properly, and they teach it to you, and I learned it, so I'm really excited about this business. I love learning new things about marketing. I love learning how create success so that I can help other people do it too. And we actually profit more when we have people who work with us and they're making money online. So it's like a win-win business. I love it. It's just phenomenal. So that's my story. Okay. Now, my results are not typical. The full income statement workwithme.com. I'm going to tell you another untypical story, and that's with Lawrence Tam. Lawrence Tam, father of 3 kids. He's living in Texas. He was a full-time engineer. His wife was an accountant, and he didn't like being an engineer. Okay, he slacked off. He did other things at work. It wasn't his thing, right? Ever since he was little, his parents like he was a doctor, he was a lawyer, he was an engineer. He ended up being an engineer because he's this Asian boy with princess. Okay, so he ended up in this job that he didn't like. He finds a passion for marketing and marketing online. He joins this business. In the first 90 days, he makes $90,000. His results are not typical. See full income disclaimer at workwithme.com/income, but that's true. Okay. He does not quit his job though. He keeps working until he's making about $100,000 a month. And I am not kidding here. A month. Results not typical. Workwithme.com/income. In a month, right? And when I saw him for the first time was when I went to that live event in Chicago, there were 4,000 people, and he said that he was making $100,000 a month, and then he got laid off from work. You know, he decided not to go looking for another job because he was just going to do internet marketing. He was making $60,000 a month as an engineer. He's making $100,000. $60,000 a year as an engineer. He's making $100,000 a month as an internet marketer. I mean, that was right now. He's averaging about $50,000. But like I said, he's a top earner right now in our company. So his results are definitely not typical. See workwithme.com/income. However, he's just an engineer. He has kids. You know, he's a nice guy. Goes to church. Regular average person. Except that he lives a very extraordinary life. And the reason I'm telling you these stories is because right now there is like a launch going on. And Lawrence tells us that when he had his first big success that led to his now over $2 million in earnings, he took advantage of a launch. He got involved, he got excited, and he went all in, went for it, just went full blast, right? And right now, we've just started another launch. And now he's going full blast again. He's made over $30,000 a month a weekend, right? And he's showing everyone how to do it too. He's like got a step-by-step plan. In fact, it's not just him. The whole company has written out a step-by-step plan they've given to us, and that we are following one by one to do exactly what you have to do during a launch. So it's a very exciting time. And apparently, launches. I never did business before I started this company. I was really just an educator, right, before this, and then I worked at a bank. So I got out of education because it didn't pay well, honestly, and then I started working for a bank. And so I've never heard of, I don't know about launches and all these things. And launches are what businesses thrive on, right? They launch a new product, like Apple. Apple will launch a new iPhone. These launches create long-term sustainable business, and they introduce new products in the community. So right now, we're in the middle of one of the biggest launches in internet history. It's called Project Titan, and it's something that I cannot actually tell you about because I signed a non-disclosure agreement. Okay, we call them NDA, non-disclosure agreements. So I can't actually tell you more than that. It's called Project Titan. That's all I can really tell you. And I've told you results that people have had already using it. And it's not just Lawrence. I just heard Joe Champ talk about, I know he's made a lot because his team's already made, actually he said his team members are already $3,000 to $4,000 already doing this product launch. So it's a very exciting time. And if you want to know, and I'm wondering why usually my thing will work. And I don't know why it doesn't work. It's so interesting. Oh well, what can I say? So if you want to know the link to the non-disclosure agreement, you have to message me. You have to email me back, or you have to send me a comment to my blog, or you have to contact me, because it's not something that we just give out. Yeah, you have to go to the link, and then you have to sign a non-disclosure agreement. So that just means from what you see in the following presentation, you're not going to tell other people about it, right? Because if you do tell other people about it, it breaks the non-disclosure agreement. So that is all that I can really tell you. That what you do is you click on the link, you go to a non-disclosure agreement, and you accept the terms of the non-disclosure agreement. Then it sends you to a page with a video that explains everything in great detail, actually. So if this is something that interests you and you want to get involved, you're going to have to let me know. Now, how to contact me? That is a great way. You can go to my blog, candoitblog.com, right? Candoitblog.com. Actually, when you go there, there is a page that you're going to see with this guy named Dave Wood, and he's pointing aside. He's like, risk-free child, check out this business model. What I want you to do is check it out, put your email in, and that'll get you on my email list. And then when you get on my email list, you can reply back to my email and say, hey, send me the NDA link, send me the non-disclosure link. I want to check this out. And then I will just send it to you, and you can check it out on your own. And you can find out if you want to participate, because launches don't come along every day, especially huge ones like this. And I wanted to get the word out there the best way I could, and I do these webinars weekly. So that's what I'm doing right now. Is I'm telling you, there is a launch going on right now, and you need to sign a full non-disclosure agreement to find out more about it. I can give it to you. You just have to go to my blog, candoitblog.com, candoitblog.com. Go there, enter your email to learn about the business, and then you're going to get an email from me instantly. Reply back, say, I want the NDA, non-disclosure agreement link. I want it so I can look and see what is going on. Because that's the best way to explain it anyway. And I'm not even allowed to tell you anymore because I'm not allowed to disclose it. So I'm just going to tell you right now that this webinar is going to be pretty short, because that's really all I have to say. There is a major launch going on. We are involved. We are participating. And it's a very exciting time. It's a very exciting time in internet history. People that have never made money before are making money, and not just a little bit, like a lot of money. So it's time to get involved, get started, and just find out more about what is going on, like what is this Project Titan thing. So all you have to do again is go to candoitblog.com. That's candoitblog.com. Enter your email in. You're going to see a big picture of Dave Wood on the front of it. This guy is like wearing a tank top and stuff. He's actually the founder and owner of the company, but he's got a very fascinating story. But anyway, you put your email in, and then you're gonna get an email from me. You reply back and say, I want the NDA link. I want it. Give it to me. Send it to me. And that's what I'll do. I'll send it to you. Okay, and then you click on it. You agree to the non-disclosure agreement, and then you go ahead and watch in detail what is going on. All right, so this is important. It's important to understand. This is how you can get involved in one of the biggest launches in internet history. I'm really excited about it. And on top of that, I want to tell you a little bit more about David Wood. Since if you go to candoitblog.com, you see his picture there. I want to tell you who he is, just so you kind of get some background info. He used to actually live here. I live in Honolulu, Hawaii. I'm actually here at 6:30 a.m. when I do these hangouts every Friday. And I've been living here since 2013. David Wood used to live in Hawaii too, except he lived in a van. He lived in a van in the North Shore. So he was actually homeless in a van. He used to work at Greenpeace while he was here, passing out flyers, on the street. Have you ever seen those people? I don't know if you have, but they pass out flyers about how you can support Greenpeace and the environment, all that kind of thing. And he used to work for them, and he lived in a van on the North Shore with his girlfriend. I don't know how they lived in a van together, but apparently they did. Okay. And that's what he was at, and he had to borrow money from his girlfriend to buy a computer to get started in internet business. All right, he didn't have one, and he did that. He went from homeless in a van and just really working hard on this business, learning about internet, how to market on the internet. I'm not telling people that he was homeless in a van while he was doing it, but that's really what was going on. And then finally he kind of discovered something. He discovered the secret to making the internet actually make him money. You know, he finally figured it out. You know, it's basically using blogging, all right? And that's why we blog. He figured out how to use his blog to leverage and create $30,000 in like a month time. It was 30 or 20, something like that. Something insane, because he was making like nothing before that. Nothing. I mean, just homeless in a van, okay? I am kidding. People think, what? It's true. His story is like insane. Now, his results are not typical. Full income disclaimer, at work with May, MEY.com/income. However, and he wasn't doing the exact business we are doing right now, because he actually invented it after. Once he figured out what he did to make all that money blogging, he created the business that we're in so that he could teach other people how to do it too and profit from it. So it's like a win-win, right? And at the time, I was like, I want to know internet. I want to get on that track. I want to know how to use the internet to make an income and create a business. And I need to know that now, because the economy is changing. Who knows if my job will be there tomorrow, because, you know, everyone's doing everything online. I'm like, if I don't know this stuff, you know, I've got to learn it, you know, because I need to be competitive. I have a family to take care of. I got to know this. So that's why I got involved with this, and I wanted to learn from the best. And he's the best out there. I mean, he knows what he's doing. And so I joined up. I learned from him almost every day. Every day. Amazing guy. Anyway, that's his picture. So when you go to my blog, candoitblog.com, CANDOITBLOG.com, you're going to see his picture on the left. So I just want to explain who he was. His name is Dave. And he talks about a system that he's been sharing with people. So that's what he's talking about. So all you have to do when you see his picture, and he's like pointing here, like, you know, all you have to do is type in your email address. And it might ask for your name. I don't remember. I think it's just your email. It might be your name and your email. Type it in and then submit. And then they're going to direct you straight to like a webinar, I think, where they explained all. It's really cool, actually. I saw them make it. And then you're going to get an email from me in your inbox. Okay, when you get that email from me, just reply and say, I want your non-disclosure agreement link. Or you can just say NDA, say the whole thing. Say, I want the NDA link. And then I can email it to you. All right? So that's the whole process. Once you get the NDA link, the non-disclosure agreement, you just go inside. It's going to have this non-disclosure agreement. What a non-disclosure agreement, like I said, it just means you're not going to tell anyone what you find out after it. Okay? So we're going to tell you some important confidential information about this product right now, and you need to sign that non-disclosure agreement so that you can see the information after it, and then you can decide if you're going to participate in one of the biggest launches in internet history. I'm excited and I'm happy to see you. Thank you for joining me. Just go to candoitblog.com, enter your email, get on my list. I'm going to send you an email, reply, say I want the non-disclosure link, send it to me now. I will send it to you. All you have to do is click on it, agree, and then you can watch and see what this amazing launch is all about and how you can profit from the biggest launch in internet history. So take care, aloha, and check me out every Friday, 6:30 a.m. Hawaii time. Okay, so that's like 12:30 noon Eastern time. I'm here doing this amazing hangout called Enjoy the Journey. It's about enjoying the process of becoming powerful and learning how to create wealth online, so that you don't have to worry about money anymore. You know, you just have it, you need it, and you can go to bed, you with your family, and still have the life that you want. So thanks for joining me, and I will hear from you soon. Aloha.